Salve a tutti, come stai? I'm sorry that I haven't blogged in such a long time. It's just been so hectic, but good hectic. But now I just want to talk about everything. So basically, last week I had a 1 week break, and it was pretty awesome because we had no school, and I went to Greece and Germany. Right? No biggie, just Greece and Germany. But yeah, before I get into Greece and Germany, because I have so much to say about that, I'll tell you what I did before that. So I finished my 3 week extensive Italian course, which basically for 4 hours every day, I studied Italian in class, and after that studied Italian. So my Italian is pretty good compared to when I first came here, which is awesome because I'm really getting around well now. And for some reason, everyone thinks that I'm Italian, which is a good thing because it's forcing me to respond in Italian, which is pretty good. So before the break, I went to visit Hadrian's villa, and if you don't know about Hadrian, he was the Roman emperor during the early 2nd century, and he was also an architect. So he created this kind of resort retreat area in modern Tivoli, which is just so beautiful, which is borrowed from ancient Egyptian and Greek architecture, and it's just gorgeous. There's gardens and fountains and all these beautiful things. I'm gonna show you pictures and clips from when I went there. And okay, so let's talk about the break. So two of my good friends who I met here who actually happened to go to Berkeley, Sarah and Eunice, we went to Athens and all the Greek islands and then Berlin. So let's first talk about Greece. Personally, I did not like Athens that much. Okay, I liked the scenery, just not the people, let's say. Okay, well, basically, I can't speak for all of Athens because I'm just one person. I was really only there for 1 day, but our experience wasn't that great. So immediately once we got off the plane, there were these four men that were around in their mid-late 50s who tried to get us into a black car. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. It was not that great. And then they had this 30-year-old man who apparently was bait, who was very attractive, came over to us, was like, "We will take you to your hotel." And I said, "No." And he said, "Why? You don't trust me?" He said that to the three of us. And we were basically like, "No, we don't trust you." So we got out of there and got a regular, real taxi. So yeah. And then after that, this other supposedly Indian, Albanian, I don't know, man was following us around the market area for a good, I'd say, 5-10 minutes. Immediately after, I purchased a pocket knife for safety reasons because, yeah, I couldn't bring my pepper spray on the plane. I was just like, oh, heck no, man. I need something for this place. And then I found out later from a friend that the hostel that we were staying in happened to be in part of one of the most dangerous areas of Athens. So I guess that makes me feel a little better knowing that it was just the part we happened to be in. Okay, well the Acropolis and the food was amazing in Athens, so I don't want to speak totally badly about the place, but just our specific experience was not all that great. But let's talk about Santorini and the other islands. Oh, just so gorgeous. And our hostel, the workers were so nice and amazing. They picked us up from our ferry, which was probably a 30-minute drive away, and drove us back. Hotels don't even do that. And this is a hostel that we only spent 11 euro a night to stay there. They made us breakfast each morning. They were just amazing. And Santorini itself was meraviglioso. I mean, the food there was so great. They have this delicacy. It's fried stuffed tomatoes. They were just one of the most delicious things I've ever had in my life. They also have this type of rice pasta, which is kind of like a beef stew kind of soup thing. That was so great. And I did basically anything you can imagine that someone would do on the Greek islands. I relaxed on the red beaches. I wrote in names of friends in the sand into pictures, which you'll see soon. And I bought a lot of souvenirs. Apparently Santorini has a 95% income based on tourism, which is really interesting. And yeah, just like relaxing on the beach and having dinner over the sunset on the shore at a beautiful restaurant. Just, it was really what I needed to just sink in and really find myself. I'm not going to be deep about it, but it was just really nice to look around and just relax and not have to worry about anything and just, think about stuff. It was really great. So after that, I went to Berlin, which was so awesome. Okay, I loved Berlin like so much. Sorry, okay, but I liked it better than Greece. I'm sorry, like I'm pretty sure most of you may think that Greece would be like better than Berlin, but for me, like I love Berlin. And if you don't already know, like my dad is German, so it was just really nice to go to the place where my ancestors lived. And I love Berlin so much because everybody there speaks English. It's ridiculous. Like, I had no idea. And it's so funny how close German is to English. Like, I had no idea. Like, you can't understand what they're saying, but the way they speak sounds just like English. It's as if you're listening to words that you just don't understand, but you think they're English. Like, that's what it sounds like. Like, it, and also it's very, very modern. Like, I love Rome. Like, I mean, that's the reason why I wanted to come here. I'm obsessed with Italian culture, but sometimes it can get a little frustrating that there aren't like big modern grocery stores or like Starbucks or things like that. Like, they try to keep Rome more try to keep its roots here, so it's not super modernized, but Berlin is. So it was just so nice to go to like a grocery store and be able to get like American food, or to walk into a Starbucks and just have all these busy people there, like coming in and out, and like the music playing. Like, it was really nice. And there is this thing called the Berlin Dome, and it's basically like, you've all been to the Stratosphere in Vegas. It's a huge dome, and you go to the top and you get to see all the city around you. It's so beautiful. We went there at night, and I got a Coke at the bar, and it would have been like €5, I think, which is like $6 or $7. And the bartender kind of took a liking to me and gave it to me for free. Apparently, he thought me and my pink camera were really cute, so that was cool. And so, yeah, I just started regular core classes. So before, I had Italian before the break. Now I'm taking the next level of Italian, and my classes in English, which are Renaissance art, Christianity through the ages, and science and religion of Italy. And I like them all, but the workload is really intense. Like, I remember hearing during orientation some of the students saying, if you think Berkeley's hard, like, forget it, because this program is a lot harder. And I was like, oh, they're probably just saying that. But it really is. Like, compared to Berkeley, like, oh my God, these courses are so intense. It's so crazy. There's just so much reading. Like, there's literally, like, I think 100 pages would be the minimum of reading each night. And it's not just, like, simple reading. It's, like, really intense and abstract and not that easy to get through, which is bad because I really don't like reading that much unless I'm like really into it. It sucks. But the classes, the topics are so interesting, so it's not that hard. Like, I'm able to get through it. So yeah, I'm just having such a great time here. I'm eating a lot of gelato, and I'm eating out probably more than I should. But I've actually lost weight since I've been here because I've been walking so much. And I think overall, the way that Italians eat is actually pretty healthy because they don't actually eat a lot of cream. Like, the fettuccine here is more oil based than cream based, stuff like that. So they cook really healthy. So I'm having a really good time, but I miss all of you a lot. Like, I've been getting a little bit homesick, but at the same time, it's like whenever I walk out and see like the Pantheon or the Colosseum or the Vatican, I'm just like, dang, okay, this is awesome. I want to be here. But at the same time, it's just the idea of going back home is really nice too. So I miss you all, and I really hope you keep up with my blog. I promise I'm going to start updating it more. It's just there was the break and then that final for the Italian class and just starting the next level of classes. It's just been a lot. But yeah, I love you so much, and I hope you've listened to me this far, and if you have, that's awesome. You're a great friend. But yeah, so I'll talk to you soon. Mi manchi tutti, which means I miss you all. Ciao!